Spiders. These often aren't the first animals that come to mind when we think of good pets. Their 8 legs, sharp fangs, and robotic movements have a tendency to creep us out, but we shouldn't write this group off entirely. Many spiders can actually make fantastic pets, as they have simple care requirements, don't require too much space, and don't need to eat nearly as regularly as other creatures that we associate with the word pet. I've actually kept many species of arachnids over the years, many of which became some of my easiest and best pets I ever had, so I think you'll be interested in what I have to say today. My name is Jack, and I've dedicated my entire life to traveling all over the globe to find the strangest and most dangerous animals alive. I'm willing to get in close where others wouldn't dare in order to uncover and share the truth about even our most deadly and misunderstood creatures. Today I'll be breaking down the top 3 best spider pets that you can find here in the United States. Although they may not be your favorite, let's take a look at how well these creatures might perform as your next animal companion.
Now, we really don't think of spiders when we think pets. We think puppies, we think kitties, maybe parrot, hamster, some of the fringe stuff, maybe even a lizard or a turtle. But spiders, folks, can actually make really great pets. And I've happened to have encountered many such a spider in my journeys over the years. So we're going to take a special deep dive, mostly at the behavior and what makes a spider a good option for a pet, less so the husbandry stuff, although I will mention it from time to time. So this is by no means a full care guide to all the things you need to know about keeping, maintaining, and owning pet spiders, but these are just a few of some of the best options that you can find right here in the United States. So at our number 3 slot, folks, we have our beautiful wolf spiders. Now you can find these in just about every single state in the United States and just about every single possible ecosystem. And these are some of our most common and easily kept spiders. So let's take a close look and deep dive at our fantastic and wonderful wolf spiders.
Wolf spiders are large, true spiders that are common throughout much of the United States. These arachnids feed primarily on smaller invertebrates that they overpower with their larger size. Generally, they are quite timid and shy spiders, making them easy to work with, though they can be quite fast when they want to. Though they do possess a venom, it is extremely mild, and a bite results in considerably less pain than a bee sting. As a general rule of thumb, though, spiders don't benefit from being handled in the sense that some other pets might. So if you allow the spider to comfortably remain in its enclosure, you never even risk being bitten. Let's take a look at what we can expect from wolf spiders and their typical behavior.
We're gonna hunker down a bit with our lovely lady here because I can't resist. She's calling to me. I have to feel her. I have to let her grace my skin with her presence. Oh my goodness, folks. Have you ever seen a larger wolf spider? Now, in my home state of Texas, I've seen some girthy, some hefty, some weighty wolf spiders in my day. But I think the old adage of everything's bigger in Texas, I don't think it holds up today, folks, because this is quite literally one of the most jaw-droppingly gigantic wolf spiders I've ever seen. And I'm going to keep saying it because look at the size of this lovely, lovely spider here. You can see here, not an aggressive animal. Even after I captured her, she's just kind of confused. She's kind of holding some of her legs out just to sort of have an extra feeler out. See kind of what's going on. Is this maybe a dangerous situation I'm finding myself in, or do I need to defend myself? But as you can see, these animals not aggressive at all, not inclined to bite. And that's really what I wanted to come here and show you folks today. Not only to see, if we could get up close and personal with the largest wolf spider you can pretty much find here, but just to see what's the behavior like. Should we really be afraid of these creatures? Are these something to be worried about? Or are they just maybe a creepy thing that eventually we can learn to look a little closer at and appreciate? Whoa, look at this thing.
In captivity, these spiders will readily accept most insect prey as long as it is an acceptable size, making them quite easy to keep fed and happy. The major downside to the wolf spiders is their size and their lifespan. They can be quick and active spiders that can be difficult to handle, and the average adult lives for maybe 1 to 2 years. They need a little more space than the next spider on our list as well, putting them at a solid 3rd place today. We'll bid farewell to our wolf spider friends for now and turn our sights on the next stop of our journey.
Now our next stop should come as no surprise. At number 2 on our list, folks, are the beautiful, the fantastic, the inquisitive, the adorable jumping spiders. Everybody seems to love jumping spiders. These are such amazingly intricate and inquisitive little creatures. They're really, really intelligent for spiders, and they do, in fact, make great spider pets. So let's take a look at everything you might need to know and familiarize yourself with, should you wish to potentially look into in the future studying how to keep jumping spiders. Let's take a look.
Jumping spiders are certainly a crowd favorite and seem to be much easier to associate with the word pet. Whether it's their large, round eyes or the presence of those tiny eyelash-like extensions on some species, these can be classified as truly cute spiders. Now, cuteness factor can definitely play into the role of our pets. The lovely exterior of these spiders makes them quite adorable and seemingly allows us to better understand these spiders and their behavior more than most. Jumping spiders are active hunters and will prey on any small creature they can attack and overpower. Though generally quite timid, these spiders do possess a venomous bite that is fairly painful. You're not likely to experience it though unless you accidentally pin one of these spiders to your skin, so it's important to take care when working with these little beauties. Let's take a look at the type of behavior you can expect with these lovely little jumping spiders.
Okay, folks, I'm going to try and get this jumping spider out onto my hand. Hopefully she's cooperative. She's huge, man. I cannot believe the size of this jumping spider. It's a lot of people, like we have bold jumpers back at home. I got her in the container. We got bold jumping spiders back at home. And oftentimes, they can be pretty hard to distinguish from these regal jumping spiders. But oh my gosh, this is a gigantic jumper. These are absolutely massive jumping spiders. They're just so inquisitive. These are such intelligent little spiders. She really kind of has a decent grasp on what's going on. She's tracking my face. She's kind of looking at me. She perceives me as a threat. And I have to kind of put in a little bit of time to convince her that that's not the case, that I'm not here to hurt her. I just want to take a quick look at her for a little bit. Oh my goodness, this is the biggest wild jumping spider I have ever seen in my life. She's gigantic. Come on out, cutie. We want to see you. We want to meet you. Look at this big, beautiful arachnid, folks. She's starting to maybe creep out. Maybe crawl into my hand. It's okay. It's all right. Whoa. Look at that. That's where they get that name, jumping spider, right? These animals have powerful little internal hydraulics in those legs, and they pump hemolymph quickly and efficiently up through those little legs there. And she's able to get some pretty decent distance for a spider of this caliber, of this size. I can't believe we found the largest species of jumping spider in the US, and we found probably just about the max size that these little arachnids can get. Wow. This is a monstrous jumping spider and a beautiful one as well. Look at that. She's so active and aware. These have such great eyesight for spiders, and they are just amazing little arachnids. And I can't get over that we found such a spectacularly large one. This is fantastic, folks. What a beautiful arachnid.
Jumping spiders are easily one of the best pet spiders you can have. The array of colors, the ease of care, and varied diet makes these little arachnids a perfect collector's item. Any Tupperware or small container can be modified to house these fantastic creatures for their entire lives. Jumping spiders are inquisitive, intelligent, and oftentimes illustrious little arachnids, and they are easily able to adapt to a captive lifestyle. The major downside of these jumping spiders, though, is their smaller size and limited lifespan. Though their small size makes them quite easy to set up, it can limit the prey items they can take on, as well as provide issue with containing them. They benefit from ventilation, but can be quite quick to try and escape from the large enough holes in the containers they're housed in. Adults additionally live for only around a year, which is a fairly short lifespan for a beloved pet. They are certainly wonderful creatures to work with and get to know, though this relationship can often be short-lived. This is not an issue with our next stop, so let's see what else is in store for us today.
Now at our number 1 slot, number 1, the best potential pet spider that you can find here in the United States is the tarantula. Now we've got a handful of amazing species of tarantulas here in the United States, and many of them, most of them, would create a fantastic and wonderful pet for any of you lovely people at home. These are great, amazing arachnids. Our New World tarantulas here in the US are fairly timid, shy, not quick to flee, not quick to bite. They can just be some amazing pets, and there's some other great things that accompany these lovely spiders in their petdom. So, let's take a close look at everything you could come to expect with potentially looking into keeping these lovely New World tarantulas as a pet.
Tarantulas might seem like the last thing you'd like to keep as a pet, but I would take a moment to reconsider. Our native tarantulas here in the US are some of the calmest and most placid invertebrates you can encounter, and with their care requirements and lifespans, they can make fantastic low-maintenance pets for anyone. Our New World tarantulas can live for quite some time if they are female, sometimes even upwards in over 15 years. For an invertebrate, this is extremely impressive to be able to live this long. Though they do have venom, it is not dangerous to humans, and a bite is really not at all that painful. And I would know. The main concern with our New World tarantulas is urticating hairs. When startled, many New World tarantulas will kick up a cloud of hairs off their abdomen that are irritating to the skin and eyes. While generally our average tarantulas are mild-mannered enough not to do this, it is a behavior to keep an eye out for and safeguard against. Let's take a look at what all we can expect an average tarantula to behave like.
Oh, here she comes. Oh, man. Take a look here, folks. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tarantula. I'm going to take a look real quick. Are these really the scary, terrible, horrific little animals that you might think? No, they're not, folks. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful gal right here. This is a lovely little Texas brown tarantula. And as you can see, although this is a gigantic arachnid here, they're really not interested in biting. Many of our New World tarantulas, that's tarantulas here in North and South America, are actually typically fairly calm like this. And so when we think of this idea of tarantulas in our mind, we might not have all of our facts straight. These lovely, lovely little arachnids here are pretty reclusive. They're feeding primarily on small invertebrates from the safety of their lovely subterranean burrows. So these animals really aren't very confrontational. They aren't very aggressive. And in fact, even if they are, their bite is really nothing to worry about.
Tarantulas are a wonderful option as a pet. These primitive spiders require little space and spend the majority of their time creating and residing in their burrows. In the wild, they sit in the mouth of their burrows at night as they wait for prey to wander by. They then pounce on it and drag it underground where they feed on it in safety. Tarantulas benefit in captivity from being able to create their own burrows, so providing deep enough substrate and perhaps pieces of bark for them to web under are crucial to making your spider friend feel at home. These large arachnids can make wonderful little pets for those interested in them, and with their simple needs met, they can live for an impressive amount of time. This truly makes them the best pet spider. Ease of care, lifespan, and limited danger to humans makes these lovely tarantulas the proud winner of today's ranking.
Well, there you have it, folks. Spiders can, in fact, make fantastic little pets. These 8-legged creatures might be a little creepy to some, but in fact, they are some of the easiest and most interesting little critters that you can keep at home. So I hope this video was interesting. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you were able to get something out of it, because spiders have a special place in my heart, and I hope to help you grow a special place in your heart for them, because they are really some of the most misunderstood and hated creatures, really for not a lot of great reasons. These are some interesting, wonderful little creatures, and they do, in fact, deserve a little more appreciation and respect than we oftentimes afford them. But that's all I've really got for you folks today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed getting to learn about some of the coolest and most interesting, best little pet arachnids that we have here in the United States. And I hope to see you next week with the next upload. But my friends, until then, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you there.